Okay. Hello, students. Today we will study. Today we will study about protection from weeds and storage and animal husbandry. In last lecture, we studied about various methods of irrigation, and there are two types of irrigation. First is traditional method of irrigation, and second is modern method of irrigation. And what are the traditional method of irrigation? It is divided into four parts: Moor, chain pump, Tackly, and Rahat. And what is Moor system? In Moor system, we use pulley. Pulley system is called Moor system. And what is a chain system? And in chain system, we use chain and a pump as shown in the figure 1.4b. In Rahat, we use an animal and a circular wheel with the rotating part, and also attached with the glass. And this is the Rahat arrangement. And in the Tackly arrangement, we use a fixed support. And there are four types of traditional method of irrigation. And next is modern method of irrigation. And these are also divided into two categories. First is sprinkler system and second is drip system. In the sprinkler system, we used perpendicular pipes as shown in the figure. In the sprinkler system, we use perpendicular pipes as shown in the figure 1.5a. We use perpendicular pipes with a rotating nozzle. And when this pull out the water from the main pipe, and then it goes to the perpendicular pipe, and then it goes into the rotating nozzle, and then it looks like a fountain. And it is a very cheap method of irrigation, and this is called sprinkler method. And this is very useful for the lawns, coffees, and plantation of other crops. Next is drip system. In this system, we use a main pipe and a pipe with some holes, and these water the plants drop by drop. And this is the best technique of irrigation. And this saves much water as compared to sprinkler system. And in this water it has all, and this system is used where very little quantity. So drip in the drip irrigation, we use a pipe with a hole, and this water the plants drop by drop. And this is a drip system. In this system, water is not wasted at all, and this is used where water availability of water is poor. Next is, what do you mean by weeds? The undesirable plants are called weeds. The plant that grow with the main crop that destroy the crop, and these are called weeds. And the process of removal of weeds are called weeding. And how can we remove weeds? There are two methods. Firstly, first method is a manual method. In this method, we use khurpi and seed drill, and this is the best method of the first method is manual method. In this method, we use khurpi and seed drill for the removing weeds. And second is weedicides. Weeds can be removed with the help of weedicides, just like 2,4-D. And when we spray these chemical in the fields, and these chemical kill the weeds, but these weeds have some side effects. When these weeds are used in very great quantity, then this has side effect, and this can also destroy crops. So weedicides are used in a proper quantity. And what are the example of weedicides? 2,4-D. Next is, as already mentioned, weedicides are sprayed during the vegetative growth of weeds before flowering. As we studied earlier, weedicide can be used before flowering of plants, because after flowering, if we use weedicide, these can be add some chemical to the crop, and when we eat these grains or crop, you use directly, and these can be harmful for our body. So those weedicide can be used before flowering and seed formation. Or when we use this weedicide, we have to we have to be very careful. First is they we have to cover our mouth and nose with a piece of cloth while spraying these chemicals. Next is, what do you mean by harvesting? What do we mean by harvesting? Harvesting of crop is a very important method, important task. When the crop is mature, then it is harvested, and this process is called harvesting. How can we how can we harvest crops? Harvesting is done in our country with the help of sickle or a machine, and this machine is called harvester. When crop mature in 2 or 3 months, crop takes 2 or 3 or 4 months to mature, and when the crop matures, then it takes when crop mature, then crops are pulled or cut close to the ground, and harvesting in our country is done with the help of sickle or with the help of machine, and these machines are called harvester. In the harvested crop, the grain seeds need to be separated from chaff, and this process is called threshing. When harvesting is done by the manually with the help of sickle, and second is method is use of harvester. Next, after harvesting, we have to separate the seeds from the grains, and seeds and grains are to be separated with the help of a machine called combine. When the crop matures, then it is harvested with sickle or a machine called harvester. When we harvest the crop, the grains and seeds have to be separated, and these can be separated with the help of a machine, and this machine is called combine. And the process of separating grains from the chaff is called threshing. And threshing is done by with the help of combine. So combine do both work, harvesting as well as thresher. Figure 1.8 shows the diagram of combine, and these two both work, harvesting or threshing. After harvesting, sometimes stuffs are left in the field which are burnt by the farmers. Paheli says that sometimes when we harvest the crops, then some stuffs are remained in the field, and what farmer do, and farmers burn these stuffs. But when we burn these stuffs, this creates a this creates a, great amount pollution, and it sometimes it catch fire and damage the all crops lying in the fields. So after harvesting, sometimes stuffs are left in the field which are burned by the farmers. Paheli is very worried, and it creates pollution in a great amount, and it may catch fire and damage the crops. Farmers with small holding of the land do the separation of grains and chaff by winnowing. You have already studied in class 6. As we know, farmers with small holding of land do the separation of grains and chaff by the winnowing. Farmer do separate grain and chaff with the help of winnowing, as we studied in class 6. What is winnowing? The separation of two substances with the help of winnowing machine, and this is called winnowing. When we harvest the crops, sometimes some part of the crop are left in the fields, and we what we will do, we will burn all these stuffs, and when we burn all these stuff, this creates very pollution, and this can be very harmful for our body, and sometimes it can catch fire and damage the crops lying in the fields. And next is, what do you mean by storage? Next step of agriculture is storage. First step is preparation of the soil. Second is sowing, and next is irrigation, and next is protection from the weeds, and next step is next is harvesting and threshing. Next is storage. What is a storage? Storage of crop is very important task. If the harvested grains are to be kept for longer time, they should be safe from be safe from moisture, insects, rats, and microorganisms. if we want to use grains after long time, so we have to so we have to be safe. It's safe from the moisture, also from the rats, also from the microorganism. So it should be safe from all these things. So harvested grains, because harvested grains contain moisture. If it kept in the if it kept in the air without drying, and it can take microorganism and can destroy all these harvested grains. Hence, before storing them, the grains are properly dried up in the sun to produce the moisture in them. Storage of crops are very important tasks. As we know, before after harvesting the crops or after threshing the crops, this can be stored in our home, and before storage we can dry the all grains in the sun, such that moisture can be removed from the grains. If we want to use grains after a long time, we have to dry in the sun before storing them, and these prevent the attack by insect, pests, bacteria and fungi. Next is silos for storage of grains. We use silos and granaries to protect the grains from the pest and rats and insect. These are the silos of grains, and these are used for storage of grains. These are silos for storage of grains. And next is, and this is the storage of grains in gunny bags or granaries. So we can use either silos for storage of grains, or either gunny bags in granaries. And it can protect from pest as well as rat and insect. And dried neem leaf can be used for the storing food grains at home. As we studied earlier, sometimes we use neem leaves in the tanks of grains for storing tanks. Before storing grains in the tanks, we use neem leaves, and sometimes we use chemical treatment. We take any tablet and put it on the cloth and wrap them, and after wrapping, then we put some grains in the container. And so these are the methods for storing grains. Why we dry? First question arises: why we dry the grains before storing? Because after harvesting the crops, it have moisture. For removing, if we have moisture, if grains contain moisture, then it is attacked by the pest and microorganism and can destroy the crops. So firstly, we have to dry the crop before storing them. Next is, when grains are properly dried up in the sun, these prevent the attack by the insect, pests and bacteria and fungi. There are two methods of storage of grains. First is silos are used as shown in the figure 1.10a. Second is, for the storage of grains, we can use gunny bags. Either we can use silos, or either can be used gunny bags. And for suppose sometimes we use tanks in our homes for storing grains. When we dried these grains in the sun, after drying, where we store into the tank. Before storing into the tank, we have to put some neem leaves or either chemical treatment for removing pest. So there are two methods. Firstly, we can use dried neem leaves, and the second method is chemical treatment for the for the protection from pest and microorganism. Next topic is food from animals. Make the following table in your notebook and complete it. Milk is obtained from cow, buffalo, she, goat, she, camel. These are the sources of milk. So we can also write any food and what are their sources. Suppose dal is obtained from the plant sources. So we can write any 2 or 3 food item and how can we obtain, what are their sources. After completing this table, you must have seen that like plants and animal also provide us with different kinds of food. Many people living in the coastal area consume fish as a major part of our diet. In the previous class, may have learned about the food that we obtain from the plants. We have just seen that process of crop production involves a number of steps like selection of seeds, sowing. Similarly, animals reared at home in the farms have to be provided with proper food, shelter, and care, and this is done on a large scale, and it is called animal husbandry. As we know, all foods are obtained either from the plants, either from the animals. So from the plant, we can obtain cereals, and sometimes in the food item we eat fish, and so animal can be used as a food. Uh, Plants also can be used as a food, but sometimes animals can be also used as a food. So animals can be kept. So animals need to be kept safe, and these can be in the safe. They also need food and shelter and care, and this can be done with the help of animal husbandry. Animal husbandry. What do you mean animal husbandry? Animal husbandry is a technique used for providing animals for proper food, shelter, and care on a large scale, and these are called animal husbandry. Fish is good for hair. We get cod liver oil from the fish, which is rich in vitamin D. As we know, vitamin D is obtained from the fish, and this is obtained from the cod liver oil, as we know. And these are the keywords. You have to write these keywords in fair notebook. Agriculture practices. What do you mean by animal husbandry? What do you mean by fertilizer? Rabi, what are silo, what are sowing, what are storage, what are threshing, what are weeds, what are weeding, what are winnowing. And complete the question answer in the fair notebook, which we discussed. Again, I am repeating the steps of crop production. First method is preparation of soil. First method of agriculture is preparation of the soil. First is preparation of the soil, and this can be done with the help of plow and hoe. Preparation of the soil can be done with the help of plow and hoe, and this levels the old soil. And why we prepare the soil? Because it loosens the soil. If we lose the soil, it takes air. It can take air and water properly, and this can be done with the help of either with the help of hoe and either with the help of hoe. And next we can use cultivator. Next type of agriculture production is sowing. First is selection of seeds. First is selection of seeds. Second step of agriculture is sowing. And before sowing, we have to select seeds. How can we select seeds? Put all seeds in the water. Damaged seed will float on the water, and good quality seeds will settle down on the water. And this is the method of selection of seed. And after selection of seeds, we sow the seeds, and these can be done with the help of two methods, either with a traditional tool. In the traditional tool we use the funnel. We put all the seeds into the funnel, and these will goes into the pipe and then into the soil. And nowadays we use seed drill, and seed drill is attached with the help of tractor, and these sow the seeds uniformly. Why we use seed drill? Because uh, these seed drill sow the seeds uniformly and in equal depth. Next is, what do you mean by next step is adding manure and fertilizer. First is preparation of soil, and this can be used with the help of plow and hoe. And next is preparation sowing, method of sowing. Next is manure and fertilizer. What is a manure and fertilizer? The chemical substance used for giving nutrient to the soil, and these can be done with the help of either by vermicomposting, and these are the manures and fertilizer, and these are the activities of checking whether in manure, in fertilizer, or no fertilizer, no manure, in which case a crop grow most. And next we will study about the crop rotation. If we sow the crop, one crop after one crop, and then next crop, then this will destroy the this will destroy the then this will destroy the fertility of the soil, and this will all destroy the fertility of soil. So we have to maintain fertility of the soil. We use fertilizer or manure. Either we can use leguminous plants, because leguminous plants have bacteria, rhizobium, and this converts atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates, and this is consumed by the soil. So we can use leguminous plant for the maintaining fertility of the soil. Next is what is the difference of fertilizer and manure? Fertilizer man-made organic salt, and manure is a natural source. And fertilizer is prepared in factories and it is prepared in the fields. And next we study about the irrigation. The process of watering the crop are called irrigation. There are two methods of irrigation. First is traditional method and second is modern method. In traditional method, we have four methods. First is mode, and second is chain pump, and third is Dekli, and fourth is Rahat. What is mode system? In this we use pulley system, and this chain system we use wheel system and with the road. And as in Dekli, we use a fixed support. In Rahat, we used an animal and a wheel with rotating part, and with the help of glass. And sometimes we use pumps for lifting water, and for the pump we use solar energy, either electrical energy, for the running these pumps. Next is modern method of irrigation. There are two modern method of irrigation: sprinkler method and drip irrigation method. In sprinkler system, we use perpendicular pipes as shown in the figure, and with the rotating nozzle. When water is entered into the rotating nozzle, then this water the plants regularly, and this will plant regularly in a regular way. And there are other type of irrigation, and in a sprinkle system looks like a fountain system, and in the drip system water it water the plants drop by drop, and it saves the time. And second benefit of drip irrigation is it water the plants at the base of the roots. If we water the plant base of the roots, then it automatically plant grow much 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 quality have much good quality as compared to quality used in the sprinkler system. So drip irrigation is why drip irrigation method is the best method, because it water the plants drop by drop into the roots of the soil, and this will increase the quality of the crop. Next is what are weeds? The undesirable plants growth with the plant is called weeds. We have to remove the weeds, because if weeds grows with the crop, then overcrowding of weeds with increases. Then we have to remove weeds, and these can be done with the help of two methods. First is we can use khurpi, or these can be used with the help of certain chemicals, and that certain chemical are called weedicide. And what is the example of weedicide? 2,4-D. And next step of the crop production is harvesting. And what is harvesting? uh, After maturing the crops, it has to be cut, and this is called harvesting, and this is can be done with the help of sickle. And after harvesting, the grain seeds has to be separated from the chaff, and this process is called threshing, and this can be done with the help of combine. Combine do both work as threshing as well as harvesting. Next is, what do we mean by storage? After cutting and after threshing the crop, it had to be stored, because it contains moisture. It dries in the sun before storage. For the storage, we can use either neem leaves, or either we can use chemical treatment. These are the silos for storage of the grains. And next is, these are the granaries for the storage of grains. And next is, what do you mean by animal husbandry? Because when we eat some food, these are obtained from the sources cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, and she camel. Sometimes fish are the major part of their diet. So all animals kept also need proper shelter, proper food. So these are reared at home or in the farms with the proper food, and these can be done animal husbandry. So animal husbandry is a rearing and rearing at home and the farms. This has to provide it with the proper food and shelter, and these can be done with the large scale, and this is called animal husbandry. So any query regarding lesson 1? Any query regarding lesson 1? Any query regarding lesson 1? Students, any query regarding lesson 1? Any query regarding lesson 1? Students, please raise your hands. Any query regarding lesson 1? Students, please raise your hands. Any query regarding lesson 1? Students, any query regarding lesson 1? Then I will revise. Then we will revise chapter question number question